What's up, everyone? Kelly, MrsViolence Kelly here with the GameSpot esports team with Slasher and State of the League Travis, of course. We got Call of Duty now behind me, StarCraft to my left, and of course League of Legends over here to the right. A whole new setup. How are you guys liking it?
I'm actually really liking it so far. I think each stage has their own presence now. Call of Duty has kind of the Halo aspect that it had and the rig that it had last time. And I think now each of the communities have their own little private area to get really hype and not interfere with each other.
Yeah, so how are you liking it, Travis? I know this is kind of, you're a little newer to MLG, so you don't remember this setup we had behind us, but how are you liking it?
No, I'm newbie guy, but I will say it was always kind of a bummer for me because I'd see huge League of Legends crowds, kind of felt like we were in the corner. StarCraft had the main stage, and so now everybody's equal, and I'm all about equality as a person, so I really like the setup. It's good.
Oh no, me too, and you know, I've been here since around 2007 where we did have these bleachers for Halo, and now Call of Duty has it, and to get to each section you kind of have to maybe walk near COD, so you know, some of the PC guys are getting a good glimpse of a first-person shooter on console and all the esports jazz about that. But let's get into the recap of day one. So what happened in StarCraft, Slasher?
StarCraft was rather uneventful. Pretty much everything went as expected. All the white dudes got beaten 3-0 throughout the entire day, except for the final match of the day, where the Ukrainian Zerg player Bly was able to win one game against Flash and almost took it to a Game 5. And winning one game against Flash is pretty much the biggest moment of any foreigner on the first day of MLG. That kid's gonna gives a little bit of an idea of how things are going. MVP is playing today, and then a few other top Korean players are playing today. We should know kind of how the big bracket stacks up after a little bit.
And of course, League of Legends is something that I got into, and now I'm like craving to go watch. So how were the games yesterday? I heard there were some great matches with Curse.
Really good matches. Loved it. You know, we had the LCS matches, and then we had the international exhibition afterwards. LCS matches, really cool. The big story, Dignitas getting upset by Complexity. Top team losing to the bottom-ranked LCS team. Huge upset, and unfortunately, you know, we had Dignitas go up against Gambit in the international exhibition. I feel like they were kind of concerned and just thrown off by their loss earlier to Complexity, and so unfortunately they weren't able to pull it out. Other than that, LCS matches went sort of the way that you'd expect, but still really good games, really enjoyed it. Awesome to be back in like a LAN setting for the LCS, really cool to see that happening. And then, you know, just going forward today, we've got the Odd One's brother is about to go compete in his first ever amateur tournament at a LAN. Odd One's going to be here to support him. That's really cool. Excited to see that. You know, we've got more great LCS matches tonight. And then, of course, we have the international exhibition continuing tonight with Curse versus the Koreans. Curse has been kicking ass in North America. They stumbled a little bit, but they looked really good yesterday. And so we're going to have to see if they have what it takes to, you know, have America beat a Korean team for once. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, I'm really hoping for that because Curse are my boys. I love the Curse team. I love TSM, all those guys. But for Call of Duty, it was a big upset. You know, coming into this event, you had to qualify to get to full screen to play on main stage for best of fives. Optic Gaming is a notorious, terrible online team, and I say that with most love in my heart for them. But they admit it. They came out though, 5 games, they didn't drop one map, so it was 2-0, 2-0, you know, like, and it was phenomenal games with Big Timer and Merc. They're always just doing their thing. And then last night, Complexity for Call of Duty actually was an upset against Envious, and they won on main stage late at night. So Envious is taking everybody out, trying to qualify for Call of Duty championships, because that's what's going on here at MLG Dallas. If you get top 8, you get qualified for that $1 million tournament in Hollywood in a couple weeks, and we'll all be seeing, you know, me there. But it'll be a lot of fun. And so that's pretty much it though for Call of Duty. Not too much going on because it was an open bracket, so a lot of teams had to come and play on split screen with score streaks, the lag compensation. It was a big nightmare, a little laggy and a little delayed too, a couple delays here and there. So we're picking up Saturday here and there. So let's stay tuned and let's have a great day 2 at MLG Dallas Winter Championship.